Welcome to Reach the World ASAP. This is where we look at the needs of the world and what someone is doing to reach out and share God's love. My name is Pastor Scott Griswold, the Associate Director for ASAP Ministries. I'm going to introduce you to a young lady I met while traveling through Southeast Asia. Her name is Ali, and she's from China, but her journey took her through Australia as an international student. But first, I want to share with you a significant trend noted by Pew Research Center on May 12, 2015. The percentage of Christians in America is on the decline, and atheists are on the rise. That includes evangelicals, Catholics, and mainline Protestant churches. It's the same among whites, blacks, and Latinos, and both the same for men and women. Are you surprised? Now, it's still true that there are more people who call themselves Christians in America than any other country in the world, but it's a new day when atheists are growing faster than Christians in the United States. The percentage of them has risen from 1.6 in 2007 to 3.1 in 2014. What about around the world? It is harder to get those statistics, but the Washington Post gathered information to show that about 14% of the world considers itself atheist, with the highest percentage being where? Can you guess? In China, at a whopping 47%. That's enough people for you and I to be interested in atheists, to pray for them, to learn how to share God's love with them. And that's why I wanted you to meet Ali. Ali, you came to Melbourne, Australia from China as a student and then had an amazing experience that God really led in. And I'd like you just to share with me that story. I've not heard it myself yet. I'm excited to hear your story. Someone else said you need to hear Ali's story. So please just share with me.
Sure. Scott, I was born in you can say Buddhist family. My mom worshiped idols and my dad bowed down to ancestors. For me, I'm a cold-hearted atheist. Every time when my mom take me to temple when I was little, I really hate it. Every time in my heart, I just sort of like curse it. I just don't like that kind of place. For me, I think a God who is taking people's money and taking people's attention, I just don't think that's a real God. Like there's no love, like just selfish. And also on top of that, I also think that I'm smart enough and I'm intelligent. Why do I need somebody else to help me? I'm able to help myself. Another thing is, the idols made of human hands. Like you create something and you worship. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I really, really don't like the idea of God since little.
Did your parents know? Did they have an idea what was going on in your mind?
My mom knows because every time when she wants to take me to some religious place, I was like, I'm not going. And in 2008, I came to Australia and to have further study. And in Australia campus, there's a lot of student club, and there was a Christian club, and they hand out brochures to me, and I was reading it. Free dinner. Oh, that's nice. As international students, that's always attractive. But then when I read Australian Christian Fellowship, no, I'm not going. Like I'd rather starve rather than going there.
Wow.
I'm serious.
Wow.
They invite me twice.
So
People.
you put that Christianity together with the Chinese religions and different things.
Every
it's all
God,
together.
All same.
So you were just didn't have any belief in God at all.
Like any religious place, I don't want to go at all. And the third time, it's amazing. Like God used my friend. She said, "Oh, Ellie, there's a free dinner on Friday nights. Do you want to come?" I said, "Are you going?" I said, "Yeah, I'm going." I said, "All right, I'll go with you." She didn't know it's a Christian club, and I didn't know. So we went together. So it was very nice. Like we eat food, and we sit down, sing some songs. As we sing the songs, I feel the peace that I never felt before. And it was just the whole environment is so different. I don't know what was it. It was so special. And after singing songs, guess what happened? They handed me a Bible. I was shocked. I was like, oh, a Bible. All right. I ate their food. so maybe I just better behave. So and I really actually I was thinking also it's a Western culture. Maybe I don't take it as a religion, just to understanding the different culture. So I stayed, and I actually really enjoy it. And because the people there didn't force me at all. I don't like to be enforced, and also they didn't ask anything from me. They were just giving. And so I came night after night. And one day, you know what, like 20 years of my life, nobody talked to me about Jesus. And that night, they just shared one simple verse from John 3:16. For God so loved the world that he gave his only begotten Son. Whosoever believes in him shall never perish but have everlasting life. For me, that was overwhelming. Understanding that a person is willing to die for everybody on this earth. For me, that kind of love cannot exist in human being.
Wow.
Because I think about my mom. My mom is willing to die for me, but she definitely not willing to die for a criminal in a prison. Like, not in a chance. But a person who's willing to die for every single one, even though they don't know him, don't respect him, even hate him, he still died for them. For me, that's just too big to handle. That moment, that night onward, I believe there's a God and Jesus is the one.
So the love just broke through.
Yeah. And I was just amazed. And also, you know what? The support from the care group and the loving environment that we have, it was what I need as an international student. Because it's so different, live in a foreign country. And friends, they're all busy with working, studying, and families, we cannot talk to them every day. There's such a supporting and loving group, support me all along through my studies and through my struggles with prayer and everything. It was a blessing for me. Yeah.
So you, somewhere in there, gave your heart to God.
Yes. From then on, I believe Jesus is God, and I had Bible study from then on, and of course have a lot of questions and struggles. But yeah, and my family's strong opposition.
Yeah. So they began to hear about it from back in China.
Yeah,
and they didn't like it.
It was horrible. It was like a volcano came, it was like two volcanoes opened up in my family. And when I told them I want to be baptized and be a Bible worker, and they were just both angry.
Wow. So you were studying to become what?
A Bible worker.
No, but before that, when you
Before
came
that,
to
I
Australia, you
studied
were studying accounting.
Yes.
So they're expecting you to come back
Yeah.
with great job,
Yes.
great salary,
Yes.
and now suddenly you're a Bible worker and a Christian on top of it.
I know.
So how are things now?
Oh,
for them?
you know what? It's amazing. It's another story. We don't have enough time to talk, but after my baptism, they were just super angry, and I kept praying. And after 2 years, that time when I went back to China, they cooked vegetarian meal and eat it with me, and they respect my religion.
Wow.
I think I didn't do much. It's only the Holy Spirit's work. But if I didn't stand firm, all this wouldn't happen. Knowing Jesus become like a healing balm in a family.
Wow.
Yes.
And opens the door for them in the future to be able to believe, to be able to know God and follow Him as well.
Yes.
That's beautiful. Wow. So now you're reaching out to other people, sharing the love of Christ with them, just as it was shared with you. That's made a huge difference. I really appreciate, Ali, you sharing with us. It's very exciting to hear. And there are others around the world, and especially I know of those in North America. One of the highest groups of international students studying in the United States and Canada are students from China, from a background very similar to Ali's, in which there is either a mixture of beliefs and they're not sure about it, or they've chosen no belief at all. Those people are waiting for your love to reach out to them at your local university. I believe God is wanting us all to have those eyes open for the people around us. As you go to reachtheworldnextdoor.com, you will find lots of ideas on how to reach out to international students, to people of different religions, and even to those from atheist backgrounds. Thank you. Together, as we put our hearts into this, God is going to help us, and we will reach the world ASAP.